Hi there.
Is it starting?
Yes, we've started.
All right. So I have a post that I said, the way we are angry at our kids teaches them how to be angry. And this includes at themselves and also at others. And so we have this great question that is, they say that we should honor our parents, but how can I honor one if that parent always causes trouble in their children's mental health? So the question is, how do we honor somebody like our parents, who are supposed to honor, when they create problems in our mental health? And so this is the amazing upper level practitioner, Rita, and I'd like to know what you say about that.
Well, in my training, we call that a belief system. So there's a belief that worked at some point in time, but we've never really updated it, and we never really questioned. I used to tell my kids, question authority, we have to question that. And it's important. And that's a great question that you're questioning, because that is just a program and it's an old belief, and you can rewrite it. We don't have to defend it. We don't have to protect it. It's just an opinion to protect and to honor honor your husband and wife, to honor your parents. And I think as we grow older, we get to determine if that still works for us. Mm-hmm. And as we know, a lot of our training is a lot of our behaviors come from childhood memories, right? So these memories, we knew that, we're supposed to honor my parents. So we did whatever we needed to do to survive that environment. We're no longer there, and therefore we're adults, and therefore we can make our own decisions, recreate a new value system. Sometimes that's hard. It's hard to do that because it's so ingrained in you. Like what bad thing would happen if you so-called dishonored your parent or didn't obey your parent? So those are some questions that you can ask. And when we do sessions with our clients, is we go and we ask and we find out what the worst fear is. And then we actually help them break that neural connection pattern that is going in their brain, and we pull it out off of its roots and we let it go. And we do use the stop technique, which will be, or the stop stress technique, which will help even think about it. Sometimes just the thought makes you stress and makes your body go into autonomic.
Right. Yes. And also, so honoring somebody is probably in your thoughts, what you think about them, and so just think about, who does that affect? The thoughts about your parents, the thoughts about the trouble that they were causing, those thoughts are inside of you, and that affects your mental health just as much or more than your parents could ever do. All right. So
wait, say that again. This is really, really big, because this is the internal process that's occurring. So say it again.
So what you're thinking, the way that you are thinking about if they don't deserve honoring because of the situations that went on in your childhood or in your, these thoughts are affecting your mental health more than your parents ever could.
Today, here, right now, they're affecting you.
Right.
By just saying what you said on the post. It's an old resource, an old memory that you are replaying, because that's what the brain does. The brain replays these things because it wants to make sure that you survive. It doesn't know you're not 12 anymore or 8 anymore.
Yes. So always understanding that if it's your thought and it's inside your body, it will have an automatic impact on you. So honoring anybody, even if they're dishonorable, is honoring yourself. Right?
Yeah. So
because that's what's going on inside of you. So in order to always just be conscious of your thoughts are mostly affecting you more than anybody else, honor yourself. That's what I would say. Honor yourself by staying in the things that are honoring: integrity, honesty, love, kindness, joy.
Yeah. So let's read the post again.
Okay. The way we are angry at our kids teaches them how to be angry, either at others or at themselves.
So let's say your parents, the way your parents did parenting, right? The way your parents did parenting taught you what you do now or don't do now, or how you honor or don't honor yourself. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also the way that they were angry. So if when they were angry, they yelled, that's most likely what you would do. That's what I'm saying, is like what your parents did when they were angry is what teaches you how to react when you're angry. And so just
Or how to attract.
a person that does that to you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, because your body, your brain is familiar with that sensation, familiar with that emotion. So we are either dishing it out or we're serving it,
Mhm.
right? So we're recycling it, and it usually
Mhm.
shows up in an uglier pair of shoes.
That's right. So being conscious of whatever did happen to your parents, if you're not dishonoring them, then it's possible that you're teaching your children that. In fact, they're copying you.
Yeah.
The kids are monkey see, monkey do. So they're being programmed to dishonor you if that's the situation that's going on. So honoring your parents is all about what you're doing as an honorable human. Really?
Yeah, and I think also honoring your parents could be a place where you're not judging them, like honoring them for being the best that they could have been at the time that they were there. Like they too had their problems and now you're letting go of yours. So honoring them doesn't mean you give in to them. It doesn't mean that you oblige their upheavals or their upsets. Honor them could be like letting them be who they are, and you taking responsibility for who you are and what you do and how you perceive them, right?
And respond.
And
how you
respond.
respond. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is pretty deep stuff. It's a great question to ask. I think the main point is to realize that the way that we're teaching our kids are learning from us in unconscious ways, not even consciously, even though we tell them, don't yell at your sister, don't kick the dog, don't throw the banana peel on the ground.
Don't swear.
Don't swear. It's just part of the brain. And this is what I love about the work that we do. It's called brain training, right? So we know the mechanics of the mind. We know how memories work and how we hold information. And that memory is our go-to. It's our data. It's our code of action. So what you can do is subscribe to that stop stress technique, because that's going to help you stop that neural connection on its tracks. When you get hot and heavy because the kids are not honoring you because they're disrespecting you, this can help you not feel a fight, flight, or freeze response
Mhm.
that is natural for survival.
Right. And then you stay honoring yourself by not being, not using your anger against people, not being out of integrity with yourself,
Mhm.
not doing something that harms you. And we think you're worth it. So,
Yeah.
So treat yourself kind inside your mind,
Inside your mind,
inside your thoughts,
inside the pictures,
inside the way that you see things,
the way you hear
and feel
things.
Exactly.
I mean, it shows up and it'll show up, but do the stress technique. And that'll really, if you have any questions, you can always direct message us, Tammy, or Tammy's better because she likes to respond. I like just to do videos. So whichever you like. Thank you for your time and your energy, and much luck for you.